Hello. So today there are holiday days. Oh, yes, several holiday days. Because it's a big day for a Muslim. So our nation, Indonesia, is um the school is holiday, right? So the school, I'm not entering the school because this is holiday. I think that's right, grammar. Okay, so I'm just a bored little boy. So I search some video on Jubilee, and then I see this title, and then I want to react to it. Yes, I want to react to it. Yes. Okay, so let's go.
I'm recording an intro. Are we hiring currently for an intern position?
Yes.
Okay,
You're
I
not
know the
focused,
hiring.
people.
Visit our careers page of the video.
Right.
You're
Exactly.
not focused, people. You have your proof here. We're talking about this young man and who he killed. What do we want to do?
Murder is murder. So if we're killing someone who murdered someone, then we're murdering them too.
Yes, they will be murdered.
We brought together 12 strangers in a social experience. See if they will be able to come to the same verdict as the original jury, death penalty or life sentence. Will they be
Okay, so I just judge this is if this man deserve to get death penalty or life sentence. Let's
able to
go.
decide unanimously on the verdict?
Wait, I think several years ago I watched this. Yes, I kind of a little bit remember what is this.
Hello, jury.
Hello, I'm Matoki, and I have the pleasure of leading this case. As jurors, it is your job to discuss, talk amongst yourselves, and deliberate in order to reach a unanimous verdict. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Anyone nervous?
No.
We should be. Why are you laughing? The defendant, an 18-year-old high school senior, walked into his school and began to shoot innocent classmates with an
Okay.
automatic rifle.
Okay.
By the time police apprehended the defendant, 4 of the defendant's classmates were killed and 12 were injured.
Okay. Hmm.
He was tried as an adult and found guilty of
Wait. 18-year-old. Okay, 18-year-old.
premeditated murder. It is your duty to use your as an adult and found guilty of premeditated murder. It is your duty to use your moral compass and intellect to decide on a unanimous decision. Life sentence or death sentence. Your time starts now.
Okay, so I'm come from Indonesia. Okay, where even if you like, I think like if you I don't know the English, like selling drugs to many people, you can be you can get a death sentence. Okay, and this guy 18 years old, so his or she is adult, killing 4 people that he knows, and 12 were injured. Okay, so I think that this definitely deserve to be killed or murdered because he's murdered 4 people and 12 were injured. And I don't know the motive. Okay, maybe like the motive is very strong, like the classmate killed his mother or something. Like maybe I will change my mind, but for now he deserved the death penalty. Like even if you corrupt, like in Indonesia, people uh, people want the leader of the country, like any leader, like local leader or something. If you corrupt, you get death penalty. And this guy killed 4 people, 12 were injured, and then caused trauma to other people, okay? He deserves to be killed. That's my moral compass, okay? That's my moral compass. Even maybe if he was schizophrenic, but he see like illusion and every day somebody told him kill your classmate, kill your classmate, maybe I will change, but for now he deserves to be murdered. Like, that is my moral compass. And if you don't agree, just agree with me, okay?
You guys want to take a quick poll?
Sure.
Who's for life sentence?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, you don't agree with me. Hey, you what the fuck? Hey, no. We have to respect, right? Okay. They have an argument. We have to listen.
So that's most of us. Do you guys mind sharing?
I'd be happy to share. I say a death sentence, and I'm very firm on that. As a sick individual, they could do it again, so you can't let them out. Then what's the point?
You made a good point when you said sick individual, and I think the focus should be on making that sick individual get better. Your life doesn't just end because you're in prison. If we gave him that rehabilitation.
Okay, so this guy saying, hey, the shooter is sick and killed. We have to rehabilitate them. I think the fundamental difference is I believe that punishment make people don't want to do that again. Small light punishment like this, people who shoot the classmate are gonna I'm gonna do it because the punishment is light. If you give a death penalty, every shooter is gonna feel like, oh, the punishment is heavy, is heavy, is heavy. I'm gonna not do it again. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna get murdered because of this.
And gave them the chance to change, you never know.
Yeah, he could still benefit like everyone in jail by leading a group or helping people change their mentality, helping them get an education. There's still benefits to a human life.
I'm not so much concerned about him as an individual. Emotionally, I 100% agree this person deserves to die, but judgment shouldn't be based off of emotion, just like judges aren't supposed to judge based off emotion or political bias. They're supposed to base off the law, and it actually costs more to put somebody on the death penalty than to put them in jail for life. I grew up in Texas.
So wait. So your emotions said that this person deserves to die. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why he thinks that? So he thinks that the law said that this person should not get death penalty or something. Corbin, what the hell are you talking about?
Texas, I was brought up very pro death penalty, and then when you start thinking about it, if you're putting somebody to death, it includes all these factors.
After hearing a lot of everyone else's opinions, I'm starting to sway into that direction. But I would still say I'm kind of in the camp of capital
And then
punishment. It can serve as a deterrent for people.
There's actually no scientific evidence that it does deter. If somebody wants to murder somebody, they're gonna do it. It's not like if they go fishing and it says if you fish here, you're gonna be murdered. That's a deterrent.
When you look at other countries,
no. What is it?
If somebody wants to murder somebody, they're gonna do it.
If somebody want to murder somebody, they're gonna do it. Well, if the punishment is death penalty, they think a lot before they do it. That's the problem. If he murdered and he's just gonna do it, okay? Then why not remove all punishment? They're gonna do it. Why would I give the punishment? No, the punishment is to make the people who do it think about what what he's doing. Okay.
It's not like if they go
Oh.
fishing and it says if you fish here, you're going to be murdered. That's a deterrent.
When you look at other countries compared to our country, as far as mass murders, as far as group killings, it far outweighs any other country. And you know why? Because other countries have public executions. They will take your life. Even for selling drugs, they can take your life. So it is a deterrent.
I
There's
think
some
you're
things you just
arguing
can't
the,
do.
the general cause of the
I agree with who's this? Cynthia. Yes, I agree. I mean, USA death penalty. Compared to my country, I think my country death penalty is much more stricter.
Countries have public
though, where we're focused on this case and we have to think about the person who's involved in this case.
Yeah.
He's 18 years old. Your prefrontal cortex in your brain that's responsible for understanding consequences doesn't even develop until your mid-20s. So
18 is adult, bro. Stop defending him. He's adult. He knows what he's doing. 12 were injured. Like, I don't understand. I want to know what is the bound for these people to get someone get death penalty for what they're doing? Is it like the person have to be a serial killer so that person is getting death penalty or something? Like these people who said he should be given life sentence. In my opinion, their arguments are weak compared to Cynthia.
in a lot of ways, he's still a child.
But at the same time, at that age, you know right from wrong. What they're looking at is if someone mentally is, of a sane mindset.
Even though he made that mistake, there's no accounting for family history. You don't know if there was abuse or neglect or anything that might lead him to that path.
Yes, this is a good point. Okay, Kaylee is good point. So you don't know what makes him do that. Okay, so I don't assume it. If there is a motive like the classmate maybe killed his mom or threatened or bullying him every day, maybe I will change my mind. But the context of the story is not full. That's the problem.
And if he would have gotten proper treatment mental health wise, he might have had the ability to avoid making that decision.
I think we would need to know if that is the issue, as you were saying, if he was on antidepressants.
I don't think it matters. Realistically,
oh no, you need
It's someone's life.
It does.
All of it matters.
You
The
don't
background,
even,
the
you don't even know
medication.
if he knows the
whole
difference between
bit.
right or wrong.
It's about the people who are choosing to do that. Those people are callous and they make those decisions. But what about us, that we're choosing to take somebody else's life? If we criminalize murder and then we commit murder, isn't
Rasa spesial di hari kemenangan bersama kopi kapal api jelas lebih enak.
Okay.
Sasa, tepung bumbu pertama di Indonesia yang viral mengandung vitamin dan mineral yang tidak hilang saat digoreng. Gorengan crispy jadi lebih sehat dan lezat. Sasa tepung bumbu, bervitamin dan bermineral, cuma 1.000.
that a little hypocritical?
I felt like I didn't have almost enough time.
Okay. So her argument is that we killed the murderer. We killed the sick murderer, son of a bitch. Okay, and that make us a monster too, like him, right? Well, no, because we make the punish. We agree to this. We agree so this person can death penalty. So every citizen in America is not doing the same as he is, and he has to responsible and take up accountability. If you do not want to be murdered by the law, by the judge, well, don't murder other people. Like, oh, that's my stance. I think the argument of most of the argument in the people who agree life sentence is not as strong as the Cynthia who agree that he should be given death penalty. And also Cynthia is just one person and he destroyed their argument. Oh my god, this is so satisfying. Okay.
To think. I didn't know what to do.
I think I was being difficult. There would have to be some exonerating evidence to really dissuade me the other way.
How are we feeling?
Iffy.
Great. No one's getting heated yet, luckily.
No.
Yet.
Not yet anyway.
It's a healthy discussion.
We're still friends.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick little poll here. Please raise your hand if you think the verdict should be the death penalty. Okay, got a couple of hands here. Now, please raise your hand if you think it should be the life sentence.
Okay, 9 to 3. Okay.
Now that you've had time to discuss the crime, I just want to give you a little bit more.
Okay, this is
Okay, you get a little more information.
That's helpful.
More deets.
The participants didn't know, but this part of the case is untrue. We wanted to see if this new information would change their votes.
The defendant fled the scene before the police arrived. Before they were able to arrest him, the defendant made it home, where he also shot and killed his mother, father,
Oh, sorry,
7-year-old sister.
disconnected. Okay, the defendant fled the scene before the police arrived. Before they were able to arrest him, the defendant made it home, where he also shot and killed his mother, father, and 7-year-old sister. Okay, this guy is a okay. If somebody give him a life sentence, they better had a insanely good argument to convince me. Like, what the hell?
Yikes.
Please continue.
Did that information change anyone's mind?
Yes.
No.
Why did it change your mind?
Just one? Just oh, these people are insane. Oh my god, I am come from Indonesia. People are in America, I guess, has just different moral than me. Okay.
With a complete lack of empathy that has been shown, more than just classmates that he might have no relationship with or just a school system that he's angry against, for him to then go home and to commit those crimes against his family shows a complete and utter separation from any sense of like moral correct standing.
Well, that's also the thing, because he's going to be tortured for the rest of his entire life.
He's gonna be tortured
For these crimes. He's going to see the faces of his mother, of his sister, of all the classmates.
I do agree with.
Wait. So, you think that he's being tortured by, like, he's being tortured, I think in prison, and his image is become ugly, is enough, and just go to jail? Oh no. Your argument is weak. Oh my. Mau.
Going to be tortured for the rest of his
You know, when you die,
classmates.
I do agree with you, because I think death is easy. You know, when you die, you don't have to live with what you did, but everyone else does.
Would then that be considered cruel and unusual
I don't
as
think
opposed
so,
to the death penalty?
Because I think putting him to death sends mixed messages. Like, murder is absolutely not okay, except if government officials do it. I think that's very, like, backwards, and I think it's hypocritical, and I don't think we should do it.
You guys keep going.
Here, we're not talking hypothetical.
Her argument is that, well, it's bad to give him a death penalty because it gives message that the government have the power to do it, to murder someone, to take accountability for it. Like, I don't know, her arguments are just weak. Maybe the more I will debate her is that, so do you think that him going to prison and his image ugly is enough to take his account to enough to him take responsibility, accountability for the family member that he killed, the classmate that he killed? Like, It's just like outrageous, right?
These what if scenarios, we don't know any of that. We don't know if those are factors
because
playing
you're going
into
to
it.
send him to death without asking those questions.
Focus, people. You have your proof here. We're not talking hypothetical. We're talking about this young man and who he killed. What do we want to do?
Murder is murder. So if we're killing someone who murdered someone, then we're murdering them too.
Yes, they will be murdered.
So then it should be like a domino
But then,
effect, right?
That's right.
Should we rape rapists?
I know, right?
Right,
You know,
exactly.
you know,
I mean, it's
right?
murder, rape.
Rape.
Like what?
Yeah.
see,
Oh, these people. Oh my god. No. If you murdered, so he's comparing, okay, this person murdered everybody, so he should be murdered too. Okay, then why don't rapists get raped too? No. It's not like that. Okay, the government has, I mean, if the government just, for example, the law said there is no death penalty for this guy, and then the judge said, I want to do it because you know what, I don't know, I just want to do it. There is no law in that, but I just want to do it. Okay, that's the problem. There is a problem, but the government is telling you, hey, if you do this, you're gonna get a death sentence, and then he's killing the family. That's the problem.
Now you're tripping. You're trying to make it more than what it is. The point is, I feel in certain circumstances you should be put to death. I'm not saying a rapist should go out and be raped. So let's just take that off the
Talking
table.
about the judgment.
But that's insulting.
Versus the crime.
But it's
Doesn't need to
insulting.
match
Then
the
let's
crime.
talk about this
Punishment versus
punishment.
crime.
When they wanted to throw other things in the mix, you can't do all that thinking, well, we could do this and do that. I need to share this, and it's going to be difficult. My son was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting when he was 27. When you have a murder of someone in your house, you can say, what will you want done? But I want you to know, I went and I told him, don't put this child up because I don't want his mother to go through what I went through. I don't take it lightly, but sometimes you have to pay for what you've done because of what you've caused other people to go through.
You have to pay for what you done. Okay, simply as great debater.
But you have to take in consideration when you make this decision what this person has done to so many other people. It's like dropping water in a pebble in a pond. There's ripples, and those ripples affect a lot of people.
After hearing her story, I was able to totally empathize and understand. Having gone through it herself, that's probably why she felt that way.
The effect of a person's actions can have such a far-reaching effect. It's not.
Yes, that's true. If he killed someone, like the mom, the friend of his mom, who knows her son, is gonna get traumatized, and then the classmate is gonna traumatize, and then the school is gonna traumatize. And it's the effect is big because the spread is like ocean in the water in the ocean. Okay?
Not always pleasant, but we have to pay for our actions.
Please raise your hand if you think it should be the life sentence. All right. Wow. If you believe the punishment should be the death penalty, raise your hand.
I'm switching.
All right. We got a couple switches. All right.
Interesting.
I'm going to give y'all 5 more minutes. Begin.
Okay, 5 more.
Why'd you switch?
So, I mean, while I have, from a moral standpoint, I don't like the idea of putting someone to death, my concern more so is because these particular events have been continuously happening and escalating and happening more and more, I'm thinking more of how to, in the future, keep them from continuing to happen.
Yes, that's my earlier point. The death penalty is to make other person in America not do it again, because if you do it, you cannot die, bro.
Happen. And when you did say that a lot of other countries may have lower rates of these kind of crimes because they put people to death, it really stuck with me.
All of us are given a life, and with this life, regardless of your religious beliefs or whatever, there's a responsibility that you're giving with this life and some accountability. Now, I don't have the extenuating circumstances. I don't have his mental condition. You're absolutely right. Am I making a judgment? Yes, I am. I'm saying, I'm sorry. You can't take that many lives and just sit there and say, oh, well, we're going to, hope you feel better about it, or just put you in a room and let you think about it.
Do we have the right to make that judgment as a society?
I do.
But here's the thing.
I'm not doing it as revenge.
If there's anything we learned,
I'm not
fear to
taking
control
justice.
society, not a good idea.
If that can stop one person from taking a gun and saying, whatever the reason, I'm going to kill these people, but the last 3 or 4 got put to death, that might make them think twice and say, do I really want to do this? Is this going to...
This is a really argument. Because the person who agree with life sentence just said, like, he's gonna recover, and then it's not fair. It's not fair. He's killing people. It's not give the right to government to kill him. But her argument is, if this person doesn't take accountability for what he done, and then the other person who might do it said, okay, the punishment is just light. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna kill my mom. I like her argument.
To really solve what I want to do.
There's no healing that can come out of it. There's no healing. It will never fix that hole from that loss. So why make another hole?
All right, with that thought, I'd like to take another.
Okay, wait. What her argument is, well, death penalty shouldn't be given to him because we can never fix the emotion of the person that he killed. Well, it's not about that. You not rebuttal her argument. Her argument was, there's a punishment give other people who might do it to not do it, because if they're doing it, they might be died because of the criminal thing that he done.
Poll here, okay? Remember, by the end of this, unanimous decision.
That's not going to happen. I don't know what plan B is for this, but
What, we kill ourselves?
no, for the prisoner.
Cool.
It's getting very dark.
All right, another poll. If you believe in the death penalty for this, please raise your hand.
Me. Okay, me.
Okay. That's not everyone. That's okay. Life sentence? All right. It was not unanimous, which unfortunately makes it a mistrial.
In the real case in 1993, after spending 9 hours deliberating together, the jury decided on a verdict: death penalty. The judge upheld their recommendation, and the 18-year-old was put on death row.
Okay.
He is now 40 years old and awaiting his execution in San
Waiting for execution for what? 22 years? What the Jubilee, you should make video like this again. I like this video.
This was the final verdict.
I was actually surprised that I was swayed a little bit. I had to question whether I really wanted to stick with the life sentence.
The process kind of made me doubt the effectiveness of a jury. We're not making a judgment of what is right and what is wrong. We had different definitions of what we were actually talking about.
It's funny how your age can make such a difference sometime in your opinion because of the life you've lived and what you've experienced. I think they're all very optimistic and they're all very hopeful, and that's a good thing. We need young...
I think they're too optimistic. Oh, the psychopath, okay, the psychopath who killed his mother and everything is gonna recover, okay, in his prison, and he's gonna tell the story of his mental illness to everybody. Like, what? You're too optimistic, bro. Like, have some pessimistic feeling, little bit.
active, strong people to hand the torch off to.
Hey everyone, my name is Mel.
I'm Michael. Okay, so we're done, right? Okay. So that's the video. Thank you. I'm not bored again.
And today
But
I want to
maybe
ask Michael
okay.
something.
But that's the video, okay? Goodbye. Goodbye.